Hey guys, my name is Shaylee. If you are new to this channel, if you are a regular subscriber and watcher, hi, welcome. There might be a lot of stuff in this video that you guys might already know about me if you're a regular watcher. But today I wanted to talk about how beautiful birth truly is. And this is a collaboration that I'm doing with two of my very closest friends here on YouTube and in person. I mean, I text these ladies, I call these ladies, I ask these ladies for advice. They are amazing women, and they are Jessica from the Mommy Archives.
Hello, I'm Jessica from the Mommy Archives, and I had a medicated birth.
And Jamie from Jalen Mama.
Hi, I'm Jamie from Jalen Mama, and I had an all-natural birth.
Today I'm going to talk about my C-section birth. But these two ladies had completely different experiences than I did. So if you're a first-time mom really worried about, giving birth and the whole process of labor, I encourage you to watch all three of these videos because you just never know what the outcome of your birth is going to be. So after you are done watching my video, definitely go over to their channels and watch their videos and subscribe and just love on them because they are great women. If you are looking for a video that's more in detail about an actual C-section and how it works and everything, I have a C-section 101 video I made a few years ago. It's down in the description box below. Go ahead and go down there. You can see it. I'm currently pregnant with my second child and I am due next month. So I think talking about birth and just being surrounded with this whole concept right now is good for me because I'm like mentally preparing myself for the second time. I was that woman with the birth plan. I had everything written out, exactly how I wanted my birth. I almost, in a way, told myself that there was no other option. Like, I am giving birth naturally. I am going to have a vaginal delivery. There will not be any drugs involved. There won't be any medical intervention, all that kind of stuff. When my daughter decided that she still didn't want to come, and I was 42 weeks pregnant, my midwife told me that I would have to get induced. They tried something other than Pitocin at first because I knew right away, if you start Pitocin, your chances of having a C-section are pretty high. They tried to kick things into gear. They tried to do it naturally. It wasn't working. So they did put me on the Pitocin. And I remember the contractions just being so intense. Like, I couldn't breathe, I couldn't function, but I knew that this was a temporary thing and I was going to be giving birth and that I'd have my baby in my arms soon, so I just kept on pushing through them. I think it was about the 18th hour or so of doing this on my own with no drugs that I literally couldn't take it anymore. And a part of something in my mind switched and I was like, look, I know that I told myself I would not have drugs. I would not have any intervention like that, but this is not fun anymore and I can't function and I'm tired and I was just a wreck. This is when my midwife just was straight up and honest with me and she was like, look, Shaylee, I know that you wanted this to be, this natural experience and you've done such a good job. You've been so strong. Please get the epidural. So I had to pray about it, because I wanted to make sure this was a decision I wasn't going to regret later. So I decided with my husband that getting an epidural was going to be the next best step. And they all told me, once you get the epidural, things will start to move along. They didn't though. It was another day later. I still hadn't progressed. I was 2 centimeters dilated, not moving forward at all. My placenta was deteriorating because it was getting old in there. I was past 42 weeks. So they decided emergency C-section. When I first heard the word C-section, I was really bummed out. I already knew all the complications of one. I kind of knew what it would be like. My mom had 3 C-sections. She kind of always told me the experience. I felt robbed in a way, like I didn't do my job as a woman, as crazy as that sounds. After they handed her to me, nothing else really mattered to me. My recovery was fairly easy. I was only in the hospital for 2 days and then they sent me home. I was sore for about 4-ish days or so. But from what I can remember, I think the hardest thing for me personally was looking in the mirror and seeing a scar there. As weird as that is. And it's not like it's a big scar. It's a small scar you can't even see. To this day, I have trouble seeing it. And every time I go to the doctor and they look at it, they're like, wait, you had a C-section? Where's your scar? It just healed really nicely. But looking at that right after everything had happened was really overwhelming for me, and I was just like, I knew that I did the best that I could do and I tried the hardest that I could, but I still felt a little bit like a failure, or that I took the easy route. And I honestly think it took me a while to realize I did the best thing for me and for my daughter. You know, who knows what would have happened to Eden if I would have just been like, no, we're not having a C-section. So here's what I have to say to all of you women out there. If you've had a C-section and you feel guilty about it, stop. It's not the easy way out, okay? Recovery's tough. You're dealing with the emotional turmoil of all if you had like a really long labor and delivery, which most women do if they end up in a C-section. The scar will fade. It'll become virtually invisible, pretty much. And you're just gonna realize that you're not alone. There are so many women that have had C-sections. Now, do I look back on that experience and wish that things would have gone differently? Of course I do. I know what to expect if we have to do the C-section, but I'm still hoping for a, you know, vaginal natural delivery, but my heart isn't set on it, you know? I just want my baby to be born healthy, and I want to make the best decision for us at that time. It took me a while to be able to say that having a cesarean is beautiful. I actually watched a few videos of the process of a cesarean that doctors took. If you have like a really uneasy stomach, don't watch those videos, okay? Well, for me, I like to see all that stuff. It's really fascinating to me. So watching them and pretty much what all it entails to get your baby out with a cesarean, it's insane. It is so crazy. And that to me, watching that, seeing them cut open the stomach, taking the baby out, and then sewing everything back up, like putting organs back, that's crazy. It's just as beautiful to give birth naturally and to have your baby come out and have all your organs go back normal that way as it is for somebody to open you up and take your baby out and pull your organs back. And it really makes me appreciate modern medicine. So anyway, I need to wrap this video up because I've talked for so long, but whether you've given birth naturally, whether you've given birth with an epidural, or whether you've given birth via C-section, what you've done is very beautiful. And I want to encourage you guys with that. Change your mindset about that. If it's something you're really struggling with, I understand. You can reach out to me if you want. I have a Facebook page. It's down in the description box below. Go ahead and reach out to me there. And thanks for watching this video, guys. I hope that it helps some of you. We'll see you in our next video. Bye. Your triage, your labor, your delivery, and your recovery are all in the exact same room. And it's huge and it's beautiful. And there's a fold-out couch, so David can go sleep if he wants to. We also had to check out the restaurant while we were there because, hello, I'm pregnant and I'm starving all the time. And so it gave me an excuse to check it out. And it is awesome. It's all like Colorado.